English Premier League match of the week. Liverpool are going to beat Southampton. They're going to get their 70th points before facing Newcastle in the EFL final. Of course, it's Newcastle that's looking to win the first trophy in 70 years, their first major trophy. It's Magpies, that's Camacho 70, so Liverpool are going to win again. Arsenal against Man United. Their goal differential is 28, and United is Camacho 28. And so they enter with a differential of 28. And they play Chelsea next after this week. Could they get the 29 differential before facing the Blues? The Blues is Camacho 29, so that's what I'm looking at. But Man United are terrible. If it ends in a draw, 34 points, Man United. If the match does end in a draw, Arsenal FC is 34. But I can't see Man United winning against Arsenal after winning 7-1 against Eindhoven. Arsenal won 7-1 against Eindhoven. Manchester United 71, their very next opponent. It's at Old Trafford, but Man United are terrible. And not only did they enter with 33 points against Sociedad in the Europa League, but they can enter the second leg with 33 points as well against Sociedad. Because they're playing Real Sociedad in Champions League. And by losing, Man United would enter the Leicester City match with 9 wins and 6 draws to remain at 9 wins and 6 draws. Leicester's Camacho of 96. Leicester's Camacho of 97. Man United play Leicester City next. And you see where Arsenal are at in the table. They can get their 57th points against Man United. Man City are going to beat Nottingham Forest. 6 draws, 8 losses, kind of like championship. I mean, this, logically speaking, Nottingham Forest played against Ipswich Town in the FA Cup, and they played 30 more minutes beyond regulation in extra time. While Man City didn't play any match the past week. So Man City should win that match, and this would mean that suddenly Nottingham Forest can drop outside of the top 5, and this would make it easier for Newcastle and Chelsea. But if City happened to draw against Forest, they would enter with 48 points against Brighton. Brighton is Camacho of 48. We'll see. You see, for City, the last game they played was March the 1st. So they have a full week to get ready for this match. And he is playing Erling Haaland. And Chelsea are playing Leicester. They're going to get the win. No problems. Chelsea may leapfrog Nottingham Forest. There's no debate there. The Premier League ended so quickly because the top 4 is a title race in itself. The Foxes is 33 of Leicester City United are going to enter with 33 points against Leicester. Okay. And so Nottingham Forest are in 5th. And it's up to Newcastle to win against West Ham without Anthony Gordon. 47's a big number in Freemasonry. 47 degrees in the Freemasonic compass. If they enter the final with 47 points, that would make sense as well. So no matter what happens, Newcastle are still in 6th place. But this could suddenly involve Brighton and Bournemouth in top 4. Could Bournemouth beat Tottenham? So could Solanke score against Bournemouth in this game? They lost against Man City. Tottenham's form is pretty good in recent matches. Fulham FC is 34. Could that match end in a draw? Potentially. If you're into betting, there's an option called draw no bet as well. If the match ends in a bet, then the bet is void. So DNB, draw no bet. Tottenham could set their sights on the Europa League. That's their only sight to the Champions League. So you have to be aware of lineups, resting players, this kind of thing. Hasn't Brighton played pretty good in recent matches? I think they beat Chelsea, didn't they? They just destroyed Chelsea. I think Brighton are on form. Brighton, I should expect Brighton to beat Fulham. It's at home. I like Brighton to win. I think Brighton is going to get into this top 4 race. This whole thing is a title race in itself, from 43 to 48 points. So really, it's not about the 3rd spot. It's the 4th and the 5th spots that we're looking at. So if City jump into 3rd, they're probably not going to miss out on top 4. They don't have to play Liverpool. They don't have to play Arsenal. They don't have to play Forest. They don't have to play Chelsea. They don't have to play Newcastle. But the top 4 race, Forest, Chelsea, Newcastle, Bournemouth, that's kind of where I see the top 4 race at.